Here it is, folks. Here it is. The realization of Moonboy inebriation is now potentially upon us. Today we're going to look at several key indicators inside the Bitcoin chart, showing how we could potentially be poised for further downside action here in the short term. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that we've been observing this red box range here, ranging from about 51,000 up to about 53,000, stating how this could potentially wind up being the swing high top resistance range. And why is that? Well, simply put, my friends, we had so much prior price action confluence up at this very specific range that upon a backtest, it would have been quite normal for us to see some sellers / bearish short sellers coming back in around that area, in my opinion. And look at what happened, folks. Boom, like clockwork, we saw the bears come back in, say nah little Jimmy and your $600 stimmy, and plunge this thing all the way back down into our next box of key price action confluence down here, basically between 42,000 and 39,000. Let's get this crypto. But now here's where things get interesting. You can see that we are at this area that truly could wind up turning into support here, right? Just like up here, we had all of the historic price action confluence to potentially suggest this could become resistance. We have quite the opposite down here. All of the historic price action confluence suggesting now that this could possibly look to act as new support. And before we even get into the meat and potatoes of today's analysis, I just want to reiterate that for me here, we are still in a confirmed bearish downtrend until proven otherwise. You could see we still have three macro lower highs here, right? Peak, lower high, lower high. And we did find this resistance here exactly at the spot in the trend where you would expect to find that resistance. And if we just go back to our last market cycle, which was back here in 2019, where we went from down in the 3K range all the way up to about 14,000, I just want to show you here, folks, that we had a very similar occurrence throughout the bear market, right? Where we saw our top come in, right? We saw a massive sell-off. We then created this range here of old support, months and months and months of support. Once we lost it, we back tested up, whoopsies, got rejected, dumped, back tested up, whoopsies, and then we plunged. And even after our correction in March of 2020, we did see a back test up to this range, and then we saw a multi-month resistance once again, only before being broken through, back testing now from the top side down to create support and then rip to our 65K all-time high. Let's get this crypto. So I just wanted to show you an example there of how I'm seeing similarities between that range down here and this range right here. And if we get to it, potentially this range right here, but we'll talk about that a little later in the video. And if you are enjoying this so far, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out a lot. Thanks. And if you're brand new, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all, as this is the most must-see Bitcoin analysis show on YouTube, period. Welcome to the channel. Now, I've been debating whether or not I wanted to show you another chart first, or if we should start with the Bitcoin indicators. So let's just start with the indicators first. You guys know the Williams alligator, if you are subscribed to this channel, saw a bearish turn to the downside there on the one-day time frame. The green line crossing below both the red and the blue, with the price action trading below. This has led to some historically bad outcomes for the Bitcoin price. We've also seen a switch here on the one-day Keltner channels indicator, where we went from trading above the top resistance line in our uptrend to now trading below the bottom line, of which we'd hoped to be support but wasn't, and we are now seeing rejection in the upper percentile of the band. This is bearish action here, folks. Look, on the way up over here, Very similar to what we saw on the up over here, trading above the band. When we backtest in, the bottom is support. You get the idea. When we switched, right, we saw the action below and the top percentile of the band acting as resistance until it didn't, and then we went into an uptrend again. Over here, this looks very similar to what we saw over here in the last downtrend, in my opinion. This is also something to keep on your radar. And of course, here on the technical ratings indicator, which is an all-in-one type of reading here, it combines several moving averages and oscillators together. You can see that the momentum on the daily right now is clearly in bearish control. This is quite concerning to me, folks, as when we did see the shift back here from majority blue to red, this was the absolute warning shot fired before we did actually see our plunge from roughly 65,000 all the way down to below 30,000. Let's get this crypto. And if we just quickly look at all of the same indicators on the weekly time frame now, you can see here seriously declining momentum from a bullish perspective on the technical ratings indicator. We are now seeing sick rejection at the top of the weekly Keltner channel band. Again, something that we did not see on the entire bull run up, but in fact, this is something that's very, very normal when you enter a bearish downtrend. Just take a look back here in 2019, for example. If we go back over here into 2018, you could see the top percentile of the band acting as resistance. If we go back here in 2014, I just want you guys to understand what I'm talking about here, where we do tend to see the top of the Keltner channel on the weekly time frame act as resistance in bear trends, whereas on the way up, you generally see the price action trading above that top band. And of course, last but not least, we do have the Williams alligator here on the weekly time frame, looking quite neutral. I mean, it is looking like it's trying to turn bearishly here once again. We had a little fake out here, folks, where it did turn bearish. We had our little bullish twist here, but now it's pretty neutral. I'm just pointing out that this look here in the current day looks very different than this look here on the bull run to the upside. Let's get this crypto. And I hope that's realistic enough for you guys there. I'm just saying what I see in the charts. This is really not biased in either direction. Just for me, it's what I see. But now we have to talk about the US dollar index because, folks, this to me is the real warning shot fired. And over time, as this market has essentially lured all of the moon boys back in, don't you understand, Kirby? It's not a market cycle. We're at the very beginning. We're going to the moon. Pipe it down there, Neil Armstrong. I know you're excited. But the fact of the matter is that right now, the US dollar index is in a very interesting spot. You can see here on the weekly time frame, this could just in and of itself wind up being a very bullish W pattern formation, which if we break this neckline right here at about a 94, folks, it could be off to the races, potentially looking to test back up to this range up here around the 97. Now, with all of the money printing going on, I know many that are just in general new to economics or new to trading markets, they may not understand and say, well, Kirby, they've printed so many US dollars over the past year and a half or so. How is it possible that the US dollar index could continue to rise? Well, the truth is that the DXY, the US dollar index, is the US dollar traded against a basket of other world currencies. I mean, it's an index, right? And these other currencies are fiat currencies as well. There are many different factors that go into this valuation: supply and demand, geographical concerns, political concerns, you name it. This all goes into the value of the US dollar versus the value of other world currencies that are inside of this basket. Let's get this crypto. So now let's talk the technicals. You can see that I have this upward sloping yellow line here. I mean, ever since 2018, the US dollar index has been creating macro higher lows, inherently bullish. You can see that we are inside this green box here. Rather, we have bounced out of the green box, finding support there. This green box has had confluence in it dating all the way back to 2004. You can see critical areas of key support and resistance throughout time here. And it was no surprise, in my opinion here, that this has held as support once again. And in fact, from a more micro, yet still macro perspective, this upward sloping yellow line is showing, hey, there are more bullish speculators willing to come in here than many would like to believe. And I told you that we do have this possible bullish W pattern. Watch for a potential break of the neckline there at around the 94. If that happens, we could potentially see a rip towards the measured move of this pattern, which if we take the size there, drag it over to the potential breakout point, you could see it puts us right up towards the top of our next channel of key interest, which for me is up at about a 97. And if we flip on the same indicators that we just looked at for Bitcoin, I want you guys to see what's going on here, right? Many of these looked very bearish on the Bitcoin chart, in my opinion. Here we are on the weekly Williams Alligator. Bullish twist, folks. All of the price action trading above, with the green line above both the red and the blue, after finding support on an upward sloping line of higher lows. This is inherently bullish in my opinion. We could see here that the Keltner channels indicator on the weekly time frame, we are now seeing the action trading above and towards the top line of this band. Okay, very similar to what we saw in this uptrend here from 2018 all the way through 2020. Very similar to what we saw back here throughout the 2010s and later on here in the mid 2010s. You get the idea. And we've seen a significant shift here on the technical ratings indicator. Look, the bearish pressure began to wane, right? Higher lows, right? Bullish, which then switched and transitioned into blue readings here. And in fact, we're seeing higher highs on the blue readings as well. Let's get this crypto. So if you're not understanding why this is so important thus far, it's because we've seen the US dollar index have a correlation to the Bitcoin price in the past. I mean, this downturn right here, beginning basically right at the end of 2016. So let's just say the beginning of 2017, right to the beginning of 2018. I mean, folks, here we are back on the Bitcoin chart. This is the beginning of 2017 right here. And this is the beginning of 2018 right here. Let's get this crypto. So that entire downturn in the DXY resulted in the Bitcoin price ripping from basically below 1,000 USD up towards 20,000 USD. And then this downturn right here, beginning in March of 2020, I mean, if we go back in time again, this was the bottom right here on the Bitcoin chart. And then basically we saw the price go up to 65,000. So, I mean, both of these runs coincided with a massive downturn on the US dollar index. Let's get this crypto. And if you are appreciating me showing you this, I mean, it's just realistic. There's no Moonboy Hopium on this channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Just tap that button. Thank you for that thumbs up. And if you're brand new, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all right now so you don't miss any more of these updates, all right? Welcome to the channel. So this is quite concerning for me here on the US dollar index, seeing that we could have potentially bottomed out and that all of these indicators that I'm looking at here, plus just the chart formation in and of itself, finding this support in the green box, seeing this series of higher lows created, and being in a possible bullish W pattern. This to me, folks, for the Bitcoin price is an absolute warning shot fired. And you see why. Because when we've seen the DXY on a decline, good things have happened for the Bitcoin price. Now, if we are going to see a macro incline and a rise for the DXY, well, maybe we do in fact have the opposite result. Maybe this will equate to negative outcomes for the Bitcoin price moving forward. And I'm not saying that to just squash Moonboy dreams. Oh, Kirby, you, this guy, but. You can but me all you want, little Jimmy. But the fact of the matter is here is that this is what's inside the chart. And I really hope that you appreciate this realism here. And if you do, just leave me a comment, folks, and say, yes, Kirby, I appreciate it. Thanks, Kirby. Get wrecked, Kirby. Whatever you'd like. Your comment really helps. Thank you for leaving a comment. Say anything. Let's get this crypto. So I hope you see my concerns here, right? I have several of them. We'll see how they play out. But right now, this has been a very, very challenging range to play from a trading perspective. The whipsaw volatility here has been absolutely insane. I mean, we're seeing sometimes movements of roughly 10% up and down in a single trading day here for the Bitcoin price, which is making it incredibly difficult and incredibly frustrating for traders playing a high reward, low risk strategy with a tight stop loss, right? So right now, I'm just remaining cool, calm, and collected here. I'm not trying to get overly aggressive or anything. I mean, this range, like I said, it's very, very difficult right now playing with a tight stop loss and a high reward, low risk strategy. It just is what it is. So right now, I'm going to await the response here at this range. Are we going to see the bears push us below this key critical area of potential support? Or are the bulls actually going to step back in here? Are we possibly going to see a micro higher high created? That's what we'd need to see. We'd need to see the Bitcoin price get above this $45,000 range for there to start to be any hope, in my opinion, right? And then the next target obviously would become this level here. And then ultimately, if we were to take that out, we would look to possibly rip above this swing high. But you can see this action here, this is way far away right now, in my opinion, folks. There's just not much to back it up inside the chart, in my opinion, at this time. So until proven otherwise, on a micro level, we are on a lower high trajectory. Macro level, lower high trajectory, getting rejected at very critical historical resistance points, as I've shown you that, in my opinion, are very similar to these types of rejections we saw all along this line here back several years ago, okay? And right now, I think it's just a waiting game. For me, it seems like we're on the brink of a potentially explosive move in either direction. It truly does feel like we are in the calm before the storm. Let me repeat that one more time. For the moon boys in the back, it truly feels to the dawn like this could be the calm before the storm. Let's get this crypto. Now, folks, I am going to be keeping you updated with all of my real-time trade setup ideas in VIP. So if you're sitting there wondering, well, Don, when are you going to potentially strike? When are you going to show us your next trade setup idea? Well, folks, I'll be posting that exclusively for you in VIP. If you're not already in my VIP, that's where I post all of that type of exclusive content. My real-time trade setup ideas, my real-time entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, everything like that around the clock in absolute real time as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again. So if you are not already in my VIP, seriously, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's go. And folks, seriously, if you enjoyed here today, just the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Give that thumbs up a tap. Also, if you're brand new, make sure you don't miss out on any more of these, okay? This is the most must-see Bitcoin analysis show on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all right now. Welcome to the channel. And guys, if you could leave a comment, say anything. It can be one character even. I mean, I prefer a little bit of a sentence. Hi, Kirby. Get wrecked, Kirby. Thanks, Kirby. Say that you agree with the analysis or you don't agree with the analysis. Thank you for your comment. Oh, and of course, if you are already in my VIP, you guys know that my Telegram was compromised several weeks ago at this point, and I'm still in the process of getting all of the current VIPs into the new VIP group. So if you are a VIP, make sure you contact me at my new Telegram account, t.me/CryptoKirbyTrading. Let me know that you were in VIP. I will verify and confirm that you were in fact in the VIP. I will then get you in the new VIP group. Let's get this crypto. Anything else, any other handle other than t.me/CryptoKirbyTrading is not me. Do not talk to anybody else. It's not me unless it's t.me/CryptoKirbyTrading. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, folks, I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curves. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.